Hey everybody, Omar here, the Knife Shark Guy, and I thought I would do a quick video and try and revisit my Kershaw Discontinued collection, which is what my channel is all about. And this is how I got started collecting knives. So real quick, I want to tell you the story of how I started collecting knives. I've always loved knives ever since I was a kid. I just never had any, I never bothered to actually start collecting them. My very first knife was obviously a little Victorinox I used to carry all the time, but I was fascinated by the idea of having a knife. So I decided as an adult to go ahead and start collecting knives again, and what I did was really stupid. I went out and I bought a bunch of spring-assisted blades. Why? Not because I particularly cared about those knives, but I was in love with the mechanism. I thought very early on that spring assist was just so cool because I couldn't have an automatic blade. After a while, I collected about 30 of those knives. I turned around and I said, well, I like Kershaw knives, but I don't really like any of these knives. I'm not crazy about them. So I sold all those Kershaw knives off. Some of them are still running, some of them are now discontinued. But I went off and decided to go ahead and sell all those knives off. And I found this knife right here at a Goodwill store. Okay, at a Goodwill store for about $4. I noticed it was a Kershaw knife, and I also realized that it was they no longer made it. It was in this shape with the box, brand new in the box. So I said, how hard would it be for me to try and get all of the Kershaw discontinued blades? And to be honest with you, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But in any case, that's what happened. I sold them all off and I started this collection here. So let's go ahead and go over the knives. I'm going to show you my first four, and then I'll show you another four, and then we're going to be showing you in a series of videos, 8 knives at a time in each video. I just thought I'd redo them again because I didn't really like the way I did my first version of these videos. So here we go. This is the Lee Williams design Kershaw Energy knife. Designed by Lee Williams. He no longer is with Kershaw. The blade is 14C28N, right there. Okay. The entire knife is, the handle is made of G10. Okay. And the handle itself has what's called the Tech Trek. You don't see it anymore on any knives. It's sort of a grippy, feels kind of like a grippy carpet. The knife is a liner lock, okay? Centering is dead on. I love that centering on there. And one of the most unique features of the knife is the flipper. I've never seen a flipper like this. Most flipping knives, the flipper doesn't hide like that. It's flush. Once you eject it, it hides basically. And if you put the tang of the blade halfway, you'll notice you can actually take the flipper and move it up. See how it moves like that? It's called the Energy knife, and that's where it got its name. This is the small version of the same knife. Again, same knife. Liner lock, 14C28N. There's the hidden flipper right there. And same thing. The flipper moves. I thought it was a really unique design on a knife by Lee Williams. Kershaw Energy. So those two right there. These are the twin Junkyard Dog knives I own. This knife came out first. This is the original Junkyard Dog. Okay, it's not, I believe this is not titanium. I believe it is aluminum, as far as I know. The knife is aluminum. It's meant to resemble the Air Force airplane. One of the, like an Air Force, something maybe an Air Force pilot might carry. But it's supposed to resemble a Junkyard Dog World War II plane. There's a nose step right there on the handle. Okay, and there's the Air Force emblem. And the model number is 1720. I thought that was really clever. And the rivets are not drawn in. You can actually feel those rivets right there. Another real reason I thought it was kind of cool to have the knife. This is a frame lock, not a liner lock, guys. Frame. So, Real nice action. It's a manual knife. That's the other thing. They did not have any spring assists at the time that these knives were released. They were not into the spring assist blades yet. That came next. So here is the Kershaw Junkyard Dog. This one's a composite blade, guys. Another reason I had to have it. Again, all these knives are discontinued. You can try and find them. You may find them. You may not. They are getting harder and harder to find. And if you do find them on eBay, guys, they have had the prices jump up there. This one, at the time that I bought it, $75. Not anymore. Now you buy this knife, it's over $200 now. Just because it's discontinued, and idiots like me can't seem to stop collecting them. So there you go, the Kershaw Junkyard Dogs. And I am on to my next 4 knives. And we are now coming to the end of the video, because I thought I should shorten these up. So here we go, another 4 knives. So let's go into it. This is the Ken Onion design Kershaw Storm. You guys may have seen this on eBay. This knife was released in 2007. And I really absolutely love this knife. The blade shape is what really is eye-catching to me. It's a recurved blade. And I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love that wavy feature on it. I'm just absolutely in love with that shape. How practical is it of a knife? I don't know. I can't imagine this being a really good slicer, considering that it's got that curve on it. But again, 14C28N, designed by Ken Onion. Ken Onion, of course, as you guys know, back in 2007, he was the premier designer for Kershaw. He made at least 60% of the Kershaw design knives at that time, right around 2007, 2006. He was the guy. This is the Ken Onion Kershaw Storm 1470. So 1475 is a big one. 1470 is a small one. I got the DLC black coated one. This one is even more rarer than, say, getting this knife in a smaller version. So I got my hands on this one. And this knife, I got super lucky. $40. I bid on it on eBay, and I won it. Nobody wanted it. Because at the time, you could still get the Kershaw Storm, but it was on its way out. And it was right around that time where they were getting rarer and rarer to find. And now, of course, you can still find these, but if you find them on eBay, they're pretty much beat up, and you're not going to find one brand new in a box. All of my knives are brand new in the box. So there's the Kershaw Storm knives. Finally, we're on to the Kershaw Lee Williams design Overdrive knives. This knife is also designed by Lee Williams, same designer who did the Kershaw Energy knife. Same kind of feature, but a little bit different. I think I'll show it to you on the big knife because it looks better. Kershaw Overdrive 1475. Same design almost as Kershaw Energy. Check it out. The flipper, once again, it kind of, hides flush, kind of like that. Really love it. Now, the thing is, this knife is even more unique than this one. Not because the flipper moves, but because inside this knife is a circular disc, okay, with teeth. It's a little circular disc inside the knife with teeth in it, and it's kind of like a little wheel with these teeth in it. And this flipper here has, I can't explain it, but it has like matching teeth. So basically it kind of operates on a moving kind of pivot. If you can imagine opening up a watch and you see like a little round wheel in there with gears in it, that's exactly what you see inside of here. And the knife kind of, it runs on a pivot. It was a very unique design. I can't really explain it. But you can see the wheel right in there. Now this wheel actually has matching teeth inside of it, which is sort of recessed with this flipper design. And when you press it, the knife flips out. The wheel turns inside and the knife flips out. Same thing with the Kershaw Overdrive 2 1770. The small guy. Same deal. This is actually more of like a little paper cutter, I guess, or an envelope cutter. But, you know, I had to have it. And this is the only knife that I have in the collection that does not come in a gray box. It actually came clamped back. But it sounds kind of stupid, but I actually got a silver box for it, a blank one. So the difference between these two is that the handle on this knife is G10, and this is a frame lock knife. Okay, frame lock on the bigger version. Handle is made of G10. This one is not G10. This is what's called Zytel. You don't see it anymore. And the knife is a liner lock instead of being a frame lock. So, same thing. So there you have it. My first 8 that I'm going to show you out of my Kershaw Kershaw Discontinued Twin Collection. If you guys own any of these knives, or you're actually using one of these knives and want to hear about it, please leave your comments and questions below. If you like what you see, yeah, please comment. I want to hear from you. That's what YouTube's all about: sharing your hobby and talking about what you love. And so today, what you saw was just an 1/8 of my Kershaw Discontinued collection. The collection is going to continue to grow. Right now on eBay, I am up for bid for a Kershaw Spiker, and I hope to God I win that one. So wish me luck, guys. I hope I get that, because if I get that knife, yeah, I'm going to do a review on it. I really can't wait. I'm willing to go as high as 230. And I'm hoping that that's all as high as it's going to go, because I don't know if I'm going to go any higher. But I've been known to go crazy with it. Why? I've got this collection. It has to keep on going. I'm never going to sell it. I just want to see how many of these I can actually collect. It's been 5 years, and I believe I've got 25. I got to count them. I'm pretty sure it's more than that. Anyway, Omar, the Knife Shark Guy, signing off. Hoping you'll find happiness in your next piece of sharp art. And I'll see you next time for my next 8 in my collection. Thanks a lot, guys, for supporting me. I want to thank all 81 subscribers that I have for putting up with me and my non-graphic website. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good time.